Good evening and welcome to the Highlands of Scotland. To be more specific, the Glenmore National Park, and even more clear about where we are, this is Loch Morlich, and it is a beautiful evening. If one looks over in the distance, although slightly covered by cloud, you can even see the Cairngorm mountain range. So what am I doing on the beach in the late evening being bitten to pieces by midges in a suit? That is a very good question. I am not Alan Wicker doing some kind of Barclaycard advertisement in the 1970s or 1980s. It's just that I'm wanting to contemplate beautiful nature before going to a restaurant just up the road in the middle of nowhere, which comes incredibly highly recommended. It's called the Penny Bun. This restaurant, well, it's based partly on what I've heard in the area I'm staying, with loads of people saying it's great, but it's also one of the few restaurants I've ever seen which has got a perfect 5.0 score on its reviews on Google Maps. And this is what some people write: "We had a lovely meal and an overall excellent experience. Warm welcome, great menu and lovely produce. Professionally plated. Look forward to seeing that. Highly recommend it." And all of those are very recent reviews. And finally, Denise McAndrew, who sounds like they might be Scottish, wrote, "I'd say it's the best food we've had in the United Kingdom in 2024. A little bit of Scottish pride there, I think, but who knows, it could be. So she says, if you're visiting Aviemore and surroundings, don't put off your reservation here. The food is incredible, the service second to none, and it's incredibly dog friendly. Well, I haven't got a puppy or dog with me, I'm not Nicky's Nosh. A very reasonable price for fine ingredients too." When I read all of these fantastic reviews, there's only one thing I can do, and that is head back to the car as quickly as I can, particularly as I haven't paid for the parking, and drive the around about 700 metres up the road to find this delightful restaurant. Come on, join me. Let's go and find out just how good the food is, or whether it's a big letdown. I'm really hoping it's going to be the former, and I think it will be, having read all these reviews. All right, it was possibly a little bit further than I thought, about a mile and a half, but my word, you just drive up from the loch towards Aviemore, turn first right up one of those narrow Scottish roads with little passing points, and you drive really through the heart of the Glenmore Forest, and it's totally beautiful. And what an amazing setting for a restaurant. I also want to point out, it's very unusual for me to do evening dining because obviously restaurants are full, and this is certainly full. I've done it because I'm here during the weekdays and it's only open on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays during the evening. At weekends, I believe it's available for lunch as well. And I got the very last table for the whole evening at 8 p.m. So it's going to be a bit busy. Not sure how it's going to go with the filming from that perspective, but it shows just how popular this place is. Wow, I really hope it lives up to the hype.
Quite informal, so I might be slightly overdressed, but never mind. Come on, let's get in there and let's get some fantastic Scottish Highland grub.
I'm seated now, and the first observation is that all of the staff are super friendly and kind. Actually pretty informal. I'm the only person in the restaurant who had a jacket, so I've taken it off. But really super friendly. And also the dogs react positively to that because it is a dog-friendly restaurant. You may have seen a rather beautiful dog actually wagging its tail in a little bit of the video before I actually got seated. I love the whole environment. There's so many people sitting here. I don't feel comfortable filming the entire restaurant, but I may well do that a little bit later if some guests leave. Let's take a look at the dinner menu. Well, first of all, there are some specials. I'm going to go through them before I forget. So the soup is white onion, and you have filet steak for £36. And they've also got a loin of local venison with potato and onion gratin, wild mushrooms, roasted shallots and thyme juice for £32. Now, I have to say that does sound very tempting. Other things on the menu, the main menu, let's have a look first of all at starters. Beef carpaccio, £10, and that comes with a truffle aioli, pickled chanterelle mushrooms, Isle of Mull cheddar crackling. That sounds unusual. Now, the praise on that online is out of this world. So I might have to go for that, but we'll see. Let's see what else there is. Heritage tomato salad, Mugulio and dill cured halibut with local strawberry relish. I'm sure that's fantastic as well. Hot smoked mackerel pate. These are all priced between £7 and £11, and the beef carpaccio is £10. I'm definitely going to go for it. Definitely. The mains, braised pig cheeks, which again I love. Hugely tempting. That comes with roast carrots, hispy cabbage, grey mustard mash, and thyme juice. That's £23. That's the most expensive dish actually on the main menu. Then Sicilian caponata, £17.50 with San Marzano, tomatoes, fried aubergine, courgettes, olives, grilled polenta and pine nuts. Peterhead ling goujons. Ling is a type of fish that you find in Scottish waters, and that comes with fennel slaw, fries and masala sauce. How very pleasant. And then you can try the Ballyfirth 6-ounce beef burger in a potato bun, American cheese, gherkins, fries and salad for £18. Now, I wonder if a potato bun is like Northern Irish potato bread. Might be, you never know. And then there's a number of sides, all at around about £4, £4.50, including olives, green beans, which come in a garlic and sherry vinegar dressing, homemade focaccia, homemade slaw, which features a lot in the menu, house seasoned fries, and roasted spiced nuts. All fantastic, and again, very clearly marked what's suitable for vegetarians, vegans, what's gluten-free, dairy-free, and so on. So a really lovely menu. Now, what am I going to go for? Well, I'm really going to put the restaurant to the test because I'm going to go for the beef carpaccio, which I've heard so much about. But then out of my normal price range of £32, if they've still got it and haven't run out, because I am at the last sitting, I've got to try the local venison, the loin of local venison. Right. Oh, also another really nice feature is that literally as soon as I sat down, a bottle of table water was placed in front of me. I always appreciate that. I think it's a great gesture. Also, there's a nice wine list, I must say, and it looks like every single wine on the list is available not only by the bottle but also by the glass. That I really love. You know, every single choice available by the glass. And then a great choice of locally brewed beers, Cairngorm Brewery beers, Black Isle Brewery beers, and so on. And that's it, I think. But that's a super choice. Oh, yeah, there's also desserts later. I wonder if I'll have room for that. Now, it would be perfectly fair as well for some of you to perhaps be a little bit cynical about 5.0, a score of 5.0 on Google Maps. You're going to tell me, well, there's only 5 or 6 reviews. There's actually 99, so I think it's pretty genuine. I'm also going to ask when the restaurant was actually opened, because I don't remember having had the opportunity to come here in the past. Oh, that looks very nice. I've got one more question for you. How long has the restaurant actually been here? Because I've been here over the years, I don't remember it.
At the end of July last year.
Wow.
It's not been here that long.
So you opened in July 2024, and you've already got 99 reviews on Google Maps, all of which are 5.0. That's pretty good. It is very good. So better be good. The enthusiasm of everybody here is amazing. So it's a lovely lady who's serving me who's also just explained that the chefs, they used to have a burger van, made great burgers, and now they've made that step up to this restaurant. I love the feeling in it. Everyone looks very happy. I am spending a fair bit of money. I've gone really for pretty much all the most expensive stuff on the menu. But I've got a good feeling, folks. An opportunity to try my Malbec. Some Malbec Anco from Argentina, one of my favourite countries. And the description is fresh, savoury fruit, black currant and light pepper. £8.50 for a 175 millilitre glass, or £33.95 for a bottle. The bouquet is really lovely. I love Malbec, and this is great. It's got that deep, fruity taste, but it's also robust enough, strong enough to pair with something like a good steak, a really good steak, or loin of venison. So I think I've made the right choice. Cheers from the Highlands of Scotland. I am enjoying myself. So look at this. Look at how the dish has been plated. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beef carpaccio. I love beef carpaccio. It sings to me. It's like a song from the Highlands. Here you have the aiola. You've got the cheese crackling. What a wonderful name. It's almost reminiscent of pork crackling. These lovely little chanterelle mushrooms, which no doubt are local. They're some of the most flavoursome mushrooms you can eat anywhere. But I really think the plating, as I've read online as well, is superb. It makes what always is a dish that I think looks very attractive, or I think a lot of chefs take pleasure and care in crafting the appearance, look really super. And I'm looking forward to trying it and hoping that it tastes just as good. Right, let's tuck in. So easy to cut, as you would expect. I'm going to just try the beef, I think, actually, on its own, first of all. Goodness me. Seriously, it's when you have to take a pause. It's so delicious. It's so fresh, so light, so succulent, and a lovely beefy flavour, but not overpowering. And it truly melts in your mouth. You know, that's an expression used far too often, but you scarcely need chew. Full of flavour. And even though I haven't taken any of the cheese has kind of seeped into the flavour. You can taste it. And that's great. But I'm just going to be naughty and take a little bit of cheese on its own. Same sound as crackling. It's gorgeous. Reminds me of a super raclette in Switzerland. Try a chanterelle, just because I love them. Full of delicate, sophisticated flavour. And the aiola ain't half bad either. That is delicious. In fact, I can really understand already why this place gets such great reviews. Simple, I mean, simply presented, but very well presented. And the ingredients are locally sourced. Imagine you're in one of the most pristine natural areas of Europe. The taste, honestly, almost incomparably good. There's never been a restaurant anything like this near Abbeymoor. I've been visiting here for years and always complained about the quality of restaurants in the immediate vicinity of Abbeymoor. Well, this breaks the mould and resets the scales. It really does. I'm going to savour this mouthful by mouthful, do that in glorious solitude, and come back to you with the main course. If it's anything like this, I'm going to be in food heaven. Perfect timing. Chris, the chef, is bringing me the venison. This is so exciting. Wow, what a plate.
Red stag, they're in season at the moment.
Yeah, it's in season.
Yeah, so we've got pomana, roasted shallot.
Roasted
A
shallot.
little bit of pickled cherries that we picked.
Lovely. So everything is local, absolutely everything in it. You can taste it. Foraged. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Chris. It's quite hot, so I'm not going to pick it up. But I mean, again, just look at this plate. Doesn't it look beautiful? A work of art. I'm already sure this is going to be good. But I tell you what, it almost feels like a crime to disturb the artwork and start eating it. But it's a crime of passion, a passion for superb food. Again, the aromas, particularly from the venison, which are just drifting up to my nose, are awe-inspiring. Right, let's not delay any longer. Let's tuck in. Beautifully tender and a lovely jus. So tender. Such a lovely gamey taste, but not overstated. Long-lasting flavour, cooked just perfectly as well, so that the meat is really moist. The jus is Just so perfect. No, know how else to describe it. And taste the thyme when the jus as well. Now let's try the shallot. It's lovely. I think it's got a natural sweetness, a light onion taste, but again, not overstated. And it cuts really easily. It's super soft to a touch. Now here is a cherry, a local wild cherry, but I'm sure I shouldn't eat that on its own. Definitely going to try that with some of the venison. It's just like a dream. And the cherry, the sourness of the cherry, offsets the meaty taste of the venison just perfectly. That's actually like something I'd expect in a really good German restaurant. A little bit of mushroom on this potato gratin, buried in the heart of the dish. Again, the gratin is just perfectly cooked. Potato has a little bite, but it's soft. It's creamy, ever such a slight hint of cheese. And actually, it's very Moorish. It's one of those potato dishes where you say potatoes, perhaps a simple vegetable, the simplest of all. You just want to eat it all night when it's particularly good, and this is. This is one of the best meals I've had for some time, and leading to an evening of the utmost satisfaction. I always appreciate that you take this journey with me, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to eat the rest of this alone, quietly, and just savor every moment. So here's the honest truth. I should not be eating a dessert. I have eaten plenty and it's been delicious. But when the food's that good, can you really resist the opportunity to see whether the same craft and cooking excellence can be delivered in a dessert? But my grandmother, her sherry trifle was beyond comparison. So it's not really fair to order trifle here. It can't be anywhere near as good. But I'd like to give it a try because my confidence in Chris's excellence in the kitchen is growing minute by minute. And now the trifle arriving. Look at that, beautifully presented on its own. And the ice cream on the side, the Orkney ice cream, the moment of truth of the trifle. Love the chocolate on top. It's like quite a thick set cream, nice light custard underneath. The custard is lovely and creamy, but very light, quite thin. The cream is quite thick. Chocolate delicious. And do you know what? Underneath the surface, the trifle, the gooseberries are great. Got that little tartness, doused in sherry, and this is delicious. Now, nobody is ever going to beat my grandma's sherry trifle, but looking at how this has been prepared, it's darned close, and it is the best trifle I've ever had in a restaurant. Very nice ice cream. Incredibly creamy. I always think vanilla is the best to get a good sense of an ice cream or a family of ice creams. And of course it goes really well with the trifle. Anyhow, this dessert, the perfect way to finish dinner. Outstanding. Now, it's not often I do this. You're getting a platinum medal on my channel, Travel in the Know, because the food was exceptional, delicious.
Thank you very much.
The ambiance is very nice, and your team is incredible.
Yeah.
You are Chris. You're the chef.
Yep, and Dora.
How have you achieved this amazing quality in this restaurant?
Well, we just use local produce and anything we can get from the Highlands, and that we can forage or pick
So you go
ourselves.
foraging?
Yeah, or we can grow. You know, or we have people that make us honey, produce honey for us. Heather honey from over at Kinrara, near the distillery.
So that's very important for you,
Yeah.
the quality of the ingredients. And you keep it simple, but
Yeah.
what is this? The tastes blend so well together. The craft of the cookery comes through so well.
Right.
Where did you learn your craft?
Well, I've been in many countries and around the world. I started off in a lot of Michelin star places. So started off in the Airs Hotel on the West Coast in the 90s, you know. Moved to America I worked in Maine. I was in Spain, France. You know.
So you got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, I mean, you deserve, I would say, a Bib Gourmand at the very least. Are you aiming for Michelin recognition?
No.
And the reason I say Bib Gourmand is it's simple.
Yeah.
The ambiance is totally unpretentious. People clearly love the restaurant. It's a perfect candidate for Bib Gourmand.
Yeah, to be honest, it's cooking for the customers and just keeping the restaurant busy and keeping the interesting for us in the kitchen. Also, it's amazing. I've got some of the best fishmongers, some of the stalkers that pick the stags out for us when they're in their prime. You know, so
Yeah, well, I can only congratulate you, and also on the team you built, because they're lovely.
Oh, they're amazing.
And they reflect very well on the whole
Well,
restaurant.
they've kept us going, so we're very grateful to them. So.
I've driven up on a holiday for a week and made quite a few films, but I'm definitely going to come back by plane if necessary to Inverness and come back to enjoy some more of your cooking.
Oh, thank you so much for coming.
Congratulate you. Oh, thank you for a great evening.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much. Lovely to meet you.
You too.
Yeah.
So as you can see, darkness has set now in the Highlands. Well, I'm not going to give a long summary. I've explained what I thought about the food. We've met Chris, the chef. It's an absolute platinum award. There's no question about it. What about the cost? Well, I can't actually read it. It came to £61.60. No expectation of a service charge. Their automatic machine did offer it to you. They said, don't worry, if you don't want to, don't do it. But of course I did, because the service was phenomenal. How could you not recognise such fantastic service? I think it's important to point out, though, that whilst that's pretty expensive for a 3-course meal, you'd pay much more in London, I think, in the evening for that quality. And I didn't need to spend that much. I could have easily had a 2-course meal with the complimentary house water, as I call it, and say the beef carpaccio at £10. And there were main course options at around about £25, I think less, £20, 18. So it could have come in at about £27 to £30 per person if that's what I'd chosen. And considering how good this is, I'd make sure that if you're in this part of Scotland that you experience it. I promise you'll never regret it. If you like the vlog, take a look in my library. Please like this film because it helps actually with the YouTube overlords. Subscribe to the channel and ding that bell for notifications. We'll see you somewhere in the world very soon. Goodbye from Scotland.